To increase your confidence and ability to communicate at a higher level takes practice and a larger and more complex vocabulary of advanced words that have great meaning and can be fun to learn and use. By learning how to use just 3 new words each week, along with their definitions, proper usage, synonyms, antonyms, and variations, will help you improve your correct use of each of them. To easily remember how to use any of the new advanced words well into the future, make sure to practice saying them out loud and use them in conversation as soon and as often as possible. Speaking of practicing words, stay tuned in for another unique and fun original American English Practice Pronunciation Challenging Tongue Twister sentence with the words that start with the letter H, right after learning about this week's advanced vocabulary words that are vying, resplendent, and atrophied. The first word you can learn how to use this week is vying. 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 A basic definition of vying is to compete and strive against someone or something in a competition to be more successful or superior over others to win. Examples of vying as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. The 2 vying politicians attempted to persuade voters to cast their ballots in their favor through lies and deceptive statements against each other. All vying runners report to the starting line for the next race. The vying weeds grow quickly so that no other species can compete for the same space. There are many synonyms or similar words for vying. Some of these synonyms are competitive, opposing, warring, contending, challenging, and combative. There are also many antonyms or opposites for vying. Some of these antonyms are assisting, supporting, non-competitive, lethargic, unambitious, and complacent. Other word forms from vying are vie, vied, and the rare vyingly. When vyingly an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. In a vyingly manner, the 2 dogs tried to get my attention. When vie, a verb, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. If you were going to vie for the championship, you had better practice smarter and harder than your opponent. The best players in the world were present to vie for the chance to win the championship. The past tense form of vie is vied. When used in a sentence, vied sounds like this. Vita, one of our 2 pugs, vied for my attention and got it. The second word to learn to use this week is resplendent. 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 A basic definition of resplendent is something that is impressive and pleasing to look at or has an expensive looking appearance. Examples of resplendent as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. Her dress was resplendent in design, style, and elegance. The photographer captured the resplendent nature of the isolated wilderness. The resplendent uniforms of the marching band was equal to their amazing performances. There are many synonyms or similar words for resplendent. Some of these synonyms are radiant, splendid, glowing, lavish, magnificent, and glorious. There are also many antonyms or opposites for resplendent. Some of these antonyms are dark, gloomy, mundane, humble, common, and lackluster. Other word forms from resplendent are resplendently and resplendence. When resplendence, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The resplendence of the scenery was abundant in the nature preserve, untouched by human development. The time-lapse video recorded the resplendence of the life cycle of plants above the Arctic Circle. When resplendently an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The sunrise over the ocean painted the sky resplendently in vivid and vibrant colors. The resplendently designed gardens of the castle was a popular tourist attraction known for its breathtaking beauty. The third word you can learn to use this week is atrophied. 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 A basic definition of atrophied is when something over time progressively decreases in use, withers, shrivels, or wastes away from disuse or from disease. Examples of atrophied as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. Consistent resistance training can help the prevention of atrophied muscles as you age. The houseplant atrophied quickly without enough sun and water. After major surgery, there is a good chance that someone will encounter atrophied body parts without proper rehabilitation. There are many synonyms or similar words for atrophied. Some of these synonyms are underdeveloped, stunted, starved, withered, shrunken, and debilitated. There are also many antonyms or opposites for atrophied. Some of these antonyms are oversized, enormous, huge, chubby, overweight, and plump. Another word variation from atrophied is atrophy that can be used as a verb and a noun. When it's used as a noun in a sentence, sounds like this. Atrophy of muscle tissue is normal after being immobilized for 6 weeks or more. If you sit on the couch watching TV for too long, expect that atrophy of your muscles and brain will begin to occur. When atrophy, a verb, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. Humans who spend expended time in zero gravity will undergo some atrophy of their muscles, even with resistance workouts. The neck injury caused enough nerve damage that caused his arm to atrophy in just a few months. To combine all three words, vying, resplendent, and atrophied into one sentence, sounds like this. The atrophied plants are replaced with a new resplendent growth every spring as the vying species attempt to take over as much space as possible. To improve on your correct use of any new words, make sure to use them in conversation as soon and as often as possible. To learn more advanced words, click on the video link in the description below right after trying this week's unique, fun, and original American English practice pronunciation tongue twister that will help you improve your pronunciation, articulation, and fluency in your speech. Harmonious half-hearted historical historians, harshly hurried handcrafted handbags, hailed hairdressers, habitually handwriting, hallucinating, haggling, halibuts. Have a hilarious time with that one. And remember that my honorable goal is that your brightened success is the happy goal. I'll see you online soon.